Hello and welcome to Access Paranormal. My name's Jamie Williams. Joining me finally is my co-host Jonathan Sullivan.
Hello, Jamie.
But I'd also say, joining me as well is Marie Spriggs.
Yes.
But we've been invited to a private location.
We have.
And we've got a special guest with us tonight as well as Jane Basnett.
Yeah, that's right.
And they've gone to the other side of the house.
Yeah.
And we're on this side of the house.
I know.
And we've actually brought a little friend with us tonight, Jessi,
Yeah.
the dog.
We certainly have.
And we're letting her roam around, so you might see a little patter of footsteps in the building.
Yeah.
We've never had a dog like this before, have we?
No.
And she's having a good sniff around here.
Certainly is. I wouldn't want to say so, would she?
No, she would not come up at all.
It's strange, that.
I wouldn't mind, but she lives in a house.
And so is up and down them stairs.
And up and down the stairs, yeah.
So,
She's whining now, look. So
yeah.
what we'll do, we obviously we've got Marie and Jane recording their part of the show, haven't we?
Yes.
Probably about 5 minutes in. I'm looking at Jane's face.
Oh, yeah.
Jane's face looked the picture when we said, you're going on your own with Marie. Marie was like, yeah, come on, let's go, we'll go.
And Jane's like, really?
Yeah. But then again, I was like, you know. So anyway, she's wandering around on her own. Should we go lights out or what?
Yeah.
Think the dog will be alright with the lights out?
Yeah.
You good girl, Jess?
I'll leave the torch on for her.
Yeah, just a tiny little bit of light for her.
Yeah, just a bit of light for her.
Hello, Jessi. You good girl, okay?
So we've got a couple of cat balls set up.
We certainly have. Hello, Jessi. You're being a good girl, it's okay.
So I'll put Spirit Talker on it.
Yeah, go for the Spirit Talker, Jonathan. Be interesting what we get here. We've never been in this place before.
Yeah, will be interesting.
So,
Thanks, let me into airplane mode first, like we always do.
yep. I've got my phone with me as well, so I think I better turn mine off because no, look, we'll probably get someone messaging us. So while we're doing all the setting up and we're talking and that, if anybody wants to come on an investigation with us, you're more than welcome to. If you get onto Access Paranormal Podcast on Facebook and contact us and say you're interested in paranormal investigations, we are sorting investigations out. Also, if you get onto haunted buildings, we're going with them on quite a few locations as well, aren't we? Which will be interesting. Now, what's that say? Listen. Can I just stop a minute? I know the dog's here. It's okay, Jess, it's okay.
But that wasn't it.
That was in the other room. It's okay, Jess, it's okay. You relax.
Yeah, it's okay.
So Jonathan's going to put a Spirit Talker on now.
Yeah, right, Spirit Talker's on.
And we'll see what it says.
See what we get, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to ask if there's anybody here with us now, apart from the dog. If you can hear me, and say hello, mate. If you can hear us or see us, please do not hesitate to contact us. Make sure you... I'm just thinking, I'm a bit hesitant now, you know.
No, it's a bit weird, that, wasn't it?
Straight away.
It was definitely in the other room, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it wasn't in here. And we know where the dog is. The dog's absolutely fine, isn't she? She's absolutely fine, the dog. She's sitting here now. Sit. You want to sit? You're a good girl.
You behind that door? Oh, that was the dog then.
Yeah. It's okay.
I like the toys.
I like the toys. But if you can see the toys we put down, can you make them move? Make the lights flicker? It's interesting with the doggy. Now, we had a little bit of a walkabout with the dog earlier on. And like we were coming upstairs here, weren't we, to this bedroom?
Yeah.
And she would not come up. I had to pick her up and carry her up the stairs, didn't I?
Yeah. Strange, yeah.
Come on. So I'm going to ask if there's anybody here with us now. If you can. Are you hearing things in that room?
Yeah.
I'm from the light.
Not heard these words before neither.
No.
Yeah, so what we're doing is we're doing this investigation here because we were invited along with me to come into this. It's never been done. What was that?
Blood.
Blood. You feel a bit uncomfortable here, John?
It's a bit weird, isn't it? I know we've never done it before, like, but...
It's the words what are coming out.
It's a bit... Yeah.
Do you know what would be interesting? If I put my spirit token on as well, let's just see if there's any kind of similarity. Let me just turn the internet off. Okay, internet's off.
You on the other side of that door? You tap on the door? If you tap on that door, there's a cat ball there. A little ball will light up. It's a toy. So if you like the toys, come and play with one of the little balls.
I'll throw something.
Okay, throw something then, please.
I thought you were going to throw something. You throw something at that door. Is that okay? Or can you say hello?
Can you copy me? Dog was acting a bit weird then. It's okay, it's okay. Ernest, I've had Margaret and Ernest.
I did ask for a name, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
You had two. Come on, if you can come and communicate with us through these devices. Go and knock one of the little balls.
I'm here. It's strange how unsettled Jessi is because,
Yeah,
you know, when we were down in the living room, she was very, very calm, just lying there.
it was. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. She seems to be going to the same area.
Yeah.
Dylan.
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 It's unusual. Can I ask for you to communicate with us? Can you make some lights? Can you knock on something? We've heard that there was children in here. If you can you make the lights flash? Can you make the lights flash in the room for us? The little toys, they're like little balls, what if you move them, you make all coloured lights.
Two.
Two. Like the number 2.
Yeah.
Towards. Can we ask who you are, please? Can you tell us who you are?
Does that mean there's two? Sid.
Sid? Okay, if your name is Sid, who's the other person? What's the other person's name? Because you said there was 2. So what's the 2, please?
Dylan and Sid.
But we also had Ernest and Margaret.
Did you hear that?
I did, but then the dog whimpered.
That was over there.
Careful.
Careful.
The dog's right here by my feet.
She's come right round you now, hasn't she? She's like wrapped herself round you. Jess? You wouldn't believe this, but the dog's actually wrapped around Jonathan. Come on, I'm going to ask if there's anybody here with us now. If you can, and you're willing to do so, can you do something to let us know you're here? Make the lights flicker. Make a sound. Show us you're here, please. Look.
Should be scared.
Should be scared. Look how frozen she is there.
Staring at me. Why?
She's not even moving. It's like she's frozen solid.
Pull.
Pull. P-U-L-L. That's very strange, isn't it? Look at the way she is now.
Dirty.
Dirty.
Pull and dirty. What's she doing? Just shining a torch towards her. She's staring at you. She literally hasn't stopped staring at you, the dog, has she?
What's that mean?
Don't know.
Did you hear it?
Yeah? Like 2 knocks.
Yeah.
Are you here with us now? If you are, make a sound again.
Can you hear that? Constant. Look at her heartbeat.
Can't hear it. Is that you making a sound? Can you talk to us? Sorry. I'm going to ask again if you're here with us now. Can you make a sound and talk to us, please? She's still looking at you. She should. Window.
Oh, great.
Right behind you.
Yeah, exactly.
These kind of words, look, we've never had window
You're
before.
safe here.
You're safe here.
One says you say cabin.
That was a bit strange, wasn't it?
Yeah. Jonathan, is that door opened? Because look at the top of it.
I don't know, to be honest.
Can you see anything above it? It's like
I can see a little bit of light.
that wasn't there before, that light.
I've never noticed it. You behind that door? You tap on the door. And you tap like this.
Check the dog. The dog is still sitting up looking at you. Did you see that?
Yeah. Great.
Are you standing near us?
Emotion.
What's the dog done then?
After.
After? Dog seems to have settled, doesn't it?
Yeah.
She was dead restless and now she's just gone calm. She was staring at you for about 5 minutes or so.
Very strange.
It is.
You're okay here.
Yours said you're safe here and mine said you're okay here. Thank you for saying we're okay here. Could you help us with some information? Was this your home?
Mum, did you live here? Did you visit this house?
It's weird because the first half of the show is us, and the other half is Marie and Jane, so it'll be interesting what they're doing.
It'll be interesting what happens.
We're actually simultaneously recording this,
Yeah.
so you're not going to miss anything really because we've had to
Am
pre-record
I
this.
on video?
Am I on video?
No, we're not recording it at all.
No.
We're simultaneously recording this, so what goes on in the second half is what was happening while we were just in the shadow. I'm sure I've just seen.
Oh, I've just got goosebumps.
I'm sure, seriously, I've just seen something move on that wall there.
Husband.
To the left. Well, we know a little bit about this house, don't we?
So that's just
coming
moved
to the
towards
bits.
me, has it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that.
Well, we are in their bedroom, aren't we?
Yeah. You come to see
You
what
can trust us.
you can trust us. We trust you.
Thank you.
Hopefully you can trust us as well. We don't mean you any harm.
Voice. Can you make a sound? Can you show us your hair, please? My name's Jamie. If there are children here, can you make the balls move on what we've got on the chairs? Just push them.
Happy.
Some good words coming through. Yours is more what's the name?
Seems more active than yours, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Mine did come up with the word night, as in
Yeah.
day and night. She's looking this way again.
She's staring at you then.
I know. To be honest with you, we were only about 2-3 foot away from each other.
Yeah.
What's she doing?
Come back
We are in
here.
total darkness, but we have to keep putting the light on just to check where the dog is. What's she doing? She's getting restless again. Like she just sat down calm, didn't she?
Yeah.
What's she doing?
She sensed something.
She's sniffing and she's saying every time, hello. Heads down. Come on. You're a good girl. You okay? Sit. Do you want to sit down? Oh. Good girl. Good girl. You okay? What's she doing?
Atmosphere.
I don't know, I've just seen a little sparkly light. by the
Where she
door.
was?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask if there's somebody in this room with us now, please come forward. We don't mean you any harm. We're here with the greatest of respect. We've been asked to come here and investigate. All we want to do is communicate with you. We don't mean you any harm at all. There's just the two of us and the dog. Jessi? Oh, you're lying down. Sorry, mate. I'm nearly...
Got happy and then I'm happy.
I feel hopeless.
I don't get what's coming out on the two completely contrasting.
Yeah. Are you playing games with us?
Could you make a sound? Can you copy me?
Or is it two different people? Is it two different spirits?
She's settled
Don't
next to
know,
us.
do you?
No. My legs have just gone really, really cold. You know, like an icy cold on my leg. Or legs, not leg. What was that? Sorry, that was a sneeze. Who's here with us now, please?
Little.
They're not making sense. Words are not making sense at the moment.
No.
Can you talk to us, please? Let us know you're here. Where's she gone? Oh, she's chewing the lead. You okay, Jess? Jessie? Being good? She's actually being good. I don't know why I asked.
I know you.
Well, if you know me, I must know you. So if you tell me your name, or if you can tell me my name, that would be good. Come on, if you know me, tell me my name. That door's got a bigger gap in it. Can you see at the top?
Yeah. You opening that door?
You okay? She's gone straight back to the same spot again. What's she doing?
Dangerous.
Come on.
What's Jessi on?
Katie. So Katie, if you know me, what's she doing there? Come on. Come here. Come here. Take that out of your mouth, mate.
I can use this.
No, you can't. If that's you talking, Jessie, through that, and you're doing well. No. Pardon me. Bending over. Is anybody here with us now?
Curse.
Curse.
I'd like to ask you to come and communicate with us, come and talk to us. My name's Jamie. We've got Jonathan over there because I've just moved. She's wanting to go out the door.
Really?
Yeah, she's looking at me and wanting to go out the door. Now she's crying near the door.
It's unpleasant here.
Hey? What did that say?
It's unpleasant here.
Oh. Well, that was a bit...
Creepy. Because she was waiting to go out the door then. Look. She's wanting to go, look at the door, look near the door.
Yeah.
No, she wants to go out. What do you want? She's now jumping on me.
Who's here, please?
You okay? She's getting really restless, Jonathan.
Who's here, please?
Look at her. Look on the door.
Oh, yeah.
She's actually standing upright near the door. She's asking us to go out.
Yeah.
What do you want? She's knocking me. Oh, she's having a scratch now. That changed it, didn't it? What do you want?
Suddenly.
What? Suddenly. Hello? Come on. If there is somebody here now, we're walking around. We want to talk to you. We want to communicate with you. The dog seems to be sensing. The dog seems to be sensing you. Electric. This is just like random words at the moment.
It's very random, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of it.
No. Should we try another room?
Kill.
Yeah, let's try another room.
Yeah, come on then.
Because I'm feeling a bit uneasy now.
Yeah.
You start getting words like that, you think, just no.
Yeah.
Where should we go? She's getting restless, the dog.
Yeah.
I live on.
I'm glad you live on.
That's what we want to find out.
Do you want to go to the other bedroom?
Yeah, go on.
Or do you want to go downstairs to one of the rooms?
Should we try that bedroom?
Well, we could try that. Should we go in there then?
Go
Let me
on.
get the dog on the lead. Do you want to hold my...
Yeah, go on.
It's okay. Can we have your lead? Just in case. Come on, come on. There's a good girl. Well done. Good girl. You coming through here?
We haven't. Did we see this
They
earlier?
take other forms.
They take other forms. We know that.
Right, so how many cat balls have you got now?
I've got one here.
I've got 2 in my pocket. That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
Ah. No, it wasn't open. Come on, Jess. You're going through. It's a bit noisy in that one. Yeah. But should we go down
Go on.
to the hall? I'm going to have to pick her up because of the stairs. So, Jess, come here and I'll pick you up. She might walk down them. Oh, look at her hesitating again. Look.
Yeah.
Look at her. Oh, look, she's coming back in the room. She won't go out.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. Look at her. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, she's
No, she's not going over the door. Do you want to hold this while I'll carry her? It's okay, Jess.
Grandad.
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 Come here. Come here. I'll pick you up. It's okay. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to pull back. She won't go out.
Really?
No, look at her.
She wanted to go out?
I know. Come on. It's okay. I'll carry you. I'll carry you. It's okay. It's okay.
Why?
Wonderful.
She's dead hesitating here.
It's strange. I mean, it's only little. It's only like a little land, then, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, let's go downstairs then. You've got the torch on.
Yeah, yeah.
Decent size house.
Okay.
No. It's nice, isn't it?
It's okay, Jess. Let's go downstairs. Nice hall.
Yeah, it's lovely. Sort of Victorian, isn't it?
God, it's probably posher than my house. Oh, Mark, go leave that behind. Try here.
Yeah?
There you go. There you go. Right, we're in the hallway now. Oh, blimey. Okay, do you want to sit down? Sit, Jess. Hello.
Spirit.
Spirits already. Going to ask if there's anybody in this part with us now. Do you want to come forward? Let us know you're here. Come on. We'll be going over to Marie and Jane soon.
Yeah,
So if you're here,
To do that, you'll need to turn off airplane mode.
Oh, sorry.
and that's how you don't do it.
Yeah. Oh,
What?
I did bad things.
okay.
Thanks for that. You didn't have to share that with us.
No, I didn't really want to know that, to be honest.
Laura.
Laura.
Oh,
That's Jane's daughter's name, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay, what we're going to do now, because the dog's he's more restless here than what he was upstairs. Listen to her crying. What we're going to do now is we're going to go across because we're going to go and speak. We're not going to speak, sorry. We're going to just transfer it across to Jane and Marie, who are in the other parts of the building.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoy what they do. It'd be great to hear what they've done anyway. So for me and Jonathan, we'll say goodnight to you because we're going to head across to Jane and Marie and let
Yeah.
them take over the rest of the show.
Brilliant.
Up here.
Up here, okay. So over to Jane and Marie. Jonathan, let's go and have a drink.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, so we're in this haunted place, and I've got Jane with me from Access Paranormal from our group, and we're just starting off an investigation here. Jonathan and Jamie have gone to another room, so we'll see how we get on here. We've got a couple of cat balls put down. We've got the torch slightly on, which just gives us a view of the place. So we're not in pitch black, but it's a very low torch. It's yeah. It
Yeah.
just gives us a bit of a shadow on the wall, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we can see if there's any lights or any shadows or anything. And we're gonna give a call out.
Also, because it's a new location for us and we're just the two of us, we thought we would rather not be in pitch black, just because we're unfamiliar with the place.
Of course.
So we just want to just get our bearings and just be able to see.
Because we don't know what to expect, do we?
No.
What's here?
And I will just say something. As soon as I came into this area, I was telling Marie before, I've got a heat basically on my head. If I put my hand above my head, I can feel like a strong heat, which I only ever get when I'm in certain sort of areas, like a cellar type thing. And I can't explain what it is, but to me it feels like it's just a protection. So whether it's somebody protecting me that I know or I don't know, but it just feels like, and I've got it's really powerful. And as soon as I sat down in this room, bang, it was there, this heat.
But the funny thing was, you asked me to feel your head, but I hovered above it.
Yeah.
And you could feel like an energy, and I said, have you got your protection on? Because that's what it felt like, because it was so close around you.
Yeah.
So, you know, whether we pick up some air or you've got your protection that's, you know, guardian with you and that.
Definitely
so that's
got
good.
Something with me.
Yeah. So we don't know what to expect. So shall we give a call out?
Yeah.
So who's going first?
Is there something on that chair in front of us?
Yeah, there's a cat ball on that chair.
I see something glittering.
There's one on the floor
One on the
here,
floor.
one there, and one towards your side. And I've got the torch, but it's perfectly still, so it's not got to make movements or anything. And we'll just give a call and see.
I think as we get a bit more used to the room, we could lower the light of the
Lower
torch
the light,
a little bit.
as we
But
get
at the minute
used to
we
it.
are quite light, but
But it's not a full torch. This is a very weak torch, isn't it, for the size of this room? So let's go for a call out, shall we?
Yeah, you start. Right.
Okay. So if there's anybody here with us, we're just here to find out about yourself. I'm Marie. I come with greatest respect, and I also got Jane with me today.
Hi.
And we're here just wondering and, you know, searching for answers, really, to what used to be here or who is here. So we'd love to meet you, and if you'd like to come and chat with us, we do appreciate it. If you can't chat to us, you know, you can always show us in other forms. If you can show us in a light form or a shadow or a breeze or anything, we really appreciate it. We also have some balls on the floor, and I'll show you as they work. So you'll see me, if you touch these balls, there's a few of them. That's not even going off. Oh, there. Right, and that's all they do. So you see, it's not harmed me, and it's not going to harm you. They just brighten up, and we've got a couple around the room, a few of them. So if you want to touch those, that means we know where you are, and we can at least look at you and talk to you in your direction, so we're not being ignorant. So saying all that, if you'd like to come forward, would you like to come now and chat with us? Do you think you'd be able to call out your name? We can hear some bumping, but I think that's Jamie and Jonathan settling themselves down in another room. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and again.
Yeah, and again. So that's not paranormal. That is definitely.
I don't think so. Because it's
From
definitely
the other rooms, yeah. So please come and say hello to us. In any way you can. You can use our energies. Can you sense anything, Jenny?
It just feels very cold right in front of my face.
Right.
But I don't know if it's just the air coming through, because it is it's a cold. It's very cold down here.
It is, isn't it?
The rest of me feels alright. It just feels in front of my face, just cold there.
What was that?
So, what?
Was that your belly?
Not sure. I don't think I couldn't feel my belly. What was it? What was the sound? Because I was talking, I didn't hear it.
I could just hear it again then. Are you breathe for me? No.
It's not me.
Move
no.
your neck around and everything. No, I thought it might have been your coat or something around
No,
you.
I've got a fleece on, so it's quite.
Right.
It's not noisy. It's not a noisy coat.
Is there somebody round myself and Jane? Are you trying to make a noise to communicate with us? We do appreciate it if you are. Do you want to try? And if not, can you sense anything? It was only that noise behind that twice I heard, like at the back of us.
Is there someone around us now? Can you come forward a little bit closer? Is there any way you can communicate with us if you're here, in any way you can? Can you knock? Knock on something?
That's me moving.
Or can you tap your foot? Can we hear your footsteps? We're just curious to know who you are. We'd like to get to know you. We'd like to know why you're here. Have you got a story to tell us?
I'm going to play a little bit of music. Maybe you can gain energy or anything from it. Let us know if it means anything to you. So I'll just find it first on the app on my phone. Let us know what you think of it. That's if we can get it started, if it'll allow us. One moment.
If you can't make a sound, is there any other thing you can do to tell us that you're here?
Right. I'm just trying to build up some energies. Is there anybody here? So I'll just fade that out. Right, just fading that out now. Is there any energies here that wants to talk to us? To the bells of the church? Because we're somewhere near. I was near to a church somewhere.
Yeah,
aren't
I think
we?
there is.
Wherever village or place we go, there's always a little church. Does it remind you of a local church? Was you religious? What was that?
I've got something to my left, but I'm not sure.
No.
It was a strange little noise.
So do you want to come? Are you near the steps there? Just come in. There's just a step there. Just come round.
I think the temperature's changed in here. It's
Mm.
gone colder. Does it
It's
feel
gone
colder
colder.
to you?
I'm exactly the same.
Oh yeah.
me. Yeah.
I'm actually a bit jittery now. I'm shivering a bit.
So we've lowered the light, the torch, because our eyes have got used to it
Yeah.
quite a bit now,
Yeah.
and I've lowered it right down. So we're just waiting to see does anything happen. Shall I try sitting on the other seat so we're separate? You all right with that, Jane? Opposite.
Yeah, if you
We'll
want.
sit opposite you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move this. I was going to put it on the chair next to you, but you might not like that. In case it goes off. Hi.
Oh, it's cold.
I can
gone.
feel that cold now I've
Oh.
moved.
It's gone very cold. I know
It's
you've
gone.
moved to a different position, but it's definitely
Yeah.
colder in here than when we come down before. Because it was quite warm.
I've gone more cold since I've come onto this side. So is there anybody here that wants to come forward?
Are you affecting the temperature? Can you do that?
Are you sensing anything?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure you.
Do you think there's anything darker going at the corner of me?
Which side?
This side, can you see my arm?
No, I can't see you at all, actually. I
There.
could just see your torch. Can't see anything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Can
To
see
this
now.
side. Just watch that side for me there, because I
Okay.
felt like it was getting...
The way the torch is, it's really dark for me now. I can't really see much.
Okay.
That's a bit better. I can see
Is
a
that
bit more.
better?
Yeah. Because it's hard to make out anything when it's too dark.
No, I'll try and put it on my leg.
So do you feel like there's something there?
I feel like there's something close here,
Hmm.
on this side of me.
Are you stood next to Marie on that side?
I feel like something stood back. Am I sensing you, somebody around us? What was that?
That was my stomach again, sorry.
Okay. Can you talk to us? Can you use our energies? Can you come forward? Just anything that you'd like. Have you got a question to ask us while we're in this building? All I can hear is like white noise. You know,
Yeah.
because it's so silent and everything. You've
Yeah.
got your own white noise
Yeah.
here.
It sounds too quiet, if you know what I mean. It
Yeah.
just seems there's just no sound, is there, coming from anywhere?
No, shall I put this on and see, can we grab anything from here? I'll put this, let's see, do we get anything from here instead of putting the headphones on? Can you tell us your name, please? Yes. Can you tell us your name? That was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what it said. Oh look, I can see my breath now.
Yeah. I feel quite tense, to be honest. I'm
Do
not
you?
going to lie.
I
That's
just-
why I'm quite quiet, because I'm just...
Is there something you want to tell us? Can you tell us through this equipment? Hello? Can you tell us? None of your business.
Is that what it said?
None of your business. What's none of our business? Can you tell me? Is there something you want to tell us? Are you okay with being here? Wow, that was a creepy noise, or creepy voice. Did you hear that, Jane?
Yeah. Are you okay with us being here? Can you answer yes or no?
Please answer us now. Was that no, or can you repeat? Can you answer me again, please? Are you happy with us being here? We're not picking up what you're saying. Can you talk to us?
Is there a message you want to tell us?
Worth it. Please ask us a question. Take it. Please ask us a... Every time I go to talk, there's a...
Yeah.
Can you ask us a question, please?
Oh, that was
That was
distressing.
not nice, was it?
No.
So, are you trying to get in touch with us? Can you make it clear what you're trying to tell us, please? Are we at any danger here?
That sounded like yeah. Did you hear a yeah?
I wondered because of... Let me try it again. I'll repeat. Are we at danger here?
What was
I
that?
don't know.
It's a strong male voice.
Please make it clearer. We're not quite guessing what you're saying. Do you want us here?
Oh,
What did you pick up then, Jane?
I don't know. It was just a creepy sound.
It's a creepy sound.
Yeah.
Can you show us? Can you show yourself in this room with us? Can you show us yourself? Are you able to show yourself to us? The perfect house. Is this the perfect house for something? What can you tell us about this house? This room? It did sound like a few seconds ago, ghost, like that, but it could have been. We'll see. Can we pick it up on the radio part? Can you tell us if this place is haunted? Can you tell us is this place haunted? Are the spirits around us? Please, can you give us a proper answer? Us. How many of you are there?
3.
Did you
That
hear
was
that?
very clear.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And because there's only 2 of us, you should be okay as a 3 people. You shouldn't be afraid or anything. Have you got a message for us? I was. And then that creepy noise came in.
Are the 3 of you all related?
Jane, you asked that question again.
Are the 3 of you related?
Can you tell us the 3 spirits here? Are you related, yes or no, please? Yeah. I didn't know if that was yes or not then, I'm not sure.
Maybe 2 of them are, or maybe.
Are you able to show us in light form the 3 spirits here? The spirits here, please can you show us yourselves in maybe a shadow? Can you come straight past us, please, straight through the middle of us? Are you afraid of us? Oh God, I've got like, oh my gosh.
What?
Oh, the creepy feeling through me.
On your
still,
head?
Still now.
On your head?
Yeah, it's going through my head.
Like cobwebby? Or...
No, like a cold thing straight through my head like that, like...
Yeah.
I can't explain it, like creeping from one, like, but freezing cold, as if it's going over my head. Are you touching my head? Are you right next to me? Is your spirit right next to me now? Please. Are you trying to affect me? Can you show me in a shadow? Or can you show us in light form or man in bed? A red dot right over there
What's that?
of a light. You know, like a laser dot, a laser.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Are you look at me breath.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. The temperature hasn't half dropped
Yeah.
around me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm jittering anyway. I am cold, but...
Shall we, do you want us out of here? Another red dot there.
Okay.
Are you showing us in light form now? You showing us, I can't believe how much I can see my breath now. Are you showing us the red lights? Can you make a noise for me where you are? Are you a male? Or a female? That's creepy. Where can you see me?
Yeah, you can see your breath.
Yeah, I couldn't before, could you? Oh, could you?
I can't see mine anyway because I've not got much light around me, so I can't really see, but I'm freezing.
Do you want us to stay here? If you want us to stay here, can you show us where you are, please? So we can, we know where you are to talk to. Because we're trying our best to communicate with you. I did feel you across my head for about 4 seconds, 5 seconds, right on my head.
I don't, red light's not always the best, is it? When you see the red lights, I don't know. It's not always. That's what I've been told. It's not always. It's not always a good thing if it's a red light.
And it's funny that the deep white light, it was so sparkly. It just reminded me of. I don't know. It just reminded me of.
It's like this side of the this side of the room is light and feels nice, where you've seen the white light, and that side doesn't.
Yeah.
Which is strange because it's not a very big room.
No, it's not.
But one side feels alright and the other side doesn't. That's to me. That's how I feel. I've not seen any lights apart from that one on the floor near you.
Right.
Which was definitely white.
Was it white?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there someone here trying to protect us from something? There's movement here now. Right here, there's movement.
Okay.
Have you just come into this area? Are you protecting us?
Is it like almost like a darkness come there in front of you? Is it a shadow or what can you? What did you catch?
Like a movement of a long line.
Oh,
like
okay.
a dark shadow.
Yeah, shadow.
Yeah. But in like I'd say about 12 inches to 15 inches long.
Yeah.
And just coming down.
Yeah.
Like from 2 foot from the floor.
Yeah. Is this somebody else coming in to join us? Hello, if it is.
Are you trying to show us where you are? Thank you if you are. We really do appreciate it. Are you coming towards me? If you are, can you make a noise, or are you able to knock one of these objects on the floor?
They'll light up nice and bright.
Make some really nice colours. If you like colours, do you want to come and do that for us? Jane, do you want to swap seats and see if you can see what I'm seeing in the corner on the lights?
The corner I don't want to look at.
Yeah, well, there's on two separate sides because there's two separate
I feel
colours.
uneasy about it over there. I just don't like it. I'd rather stay where I am.
Do you?
Yeah, I can't
I'd love
help.
to know if you could see what I can see. For verification.
It's a
really.
strange thing, but when I said about the heat on my head when I
Yeah.
first came in, it's on the right side of my head, which is where that side of the room is. That's where the
Okay.
heat was, which to me feels like it's a protection
It's a
thing. I don't
protection.
know whether it's somebody
Right.
that comes with me, a protection, or somebody that's passed over that's protecting me that I know, or it's somebody just here.
Well,
I
that
don't
does
know.
it does make sense that.
But it is on that side of my head.
Just
yeah.
move your head, Jane.
Which way?
Just move
Anyway.
it back and two.
Sideways.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's just that your shadow looks really high on the wall at the
Okay.
minute, and it didn't seem high before.
Mm. We will have to go soon, so if there's anything you can do before we go, any lights you can show us both? Something in the middle of the room?
If you're happy for us to go, can you just light up the objects in the room on the floor? That is weird. Have
Have
you
you got
just
it
touched
again?
my head? What was that?
I could hear a thud, but I don't know if it's them, Jamie and Jonathan again.
Have you? Thank you for touching my head again. Is that acknowledgement for me? It's really nice to be here, and thank you as well for taking the time. I feel like if we come again, I'm hoping that you'll get to know us and we can talk to you a bit more. But from now, we're going to go and leave you. Thank you for trying to communicate with Jane and myself. And we'll speak to you again hopefully soon. And maybe you'll be a bit more coming forward. Because we can sense you. I just feel like you're holding back. But for tonight, thank you to all our listeners. Thank you for coming and listening in. And we'll take you somewhere else next week. And thank you to Jonathan and Jamie. And thank you to our guest Jane, who's been
You're
lovely having her
welcome.
here.
Not much help tonight, but
You've been great.
I'm just a bit tense, so it's, I don't know. I don't know if whether it's just because there's two of us. So I'm used to having more of us around, but I do feel a little bit vulnerable and tense, so I'll be glad to get out of this room, I think.
Right, well, we're going to be going now, so thank you so much, Jane, and thank you from myself, Marie, and from all of us at Access Paranormal.